What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another stream, everybody. I am your and another flight. It's Tuesday. Welcome, everybody. Just got home from work. Got things settled down for a little bit. Got the Xbox booted up. Got the headset on. Got everything ready to go. Ready for a flight, you guys. Should be a good one today. First off, welcome. Appreciate it. For another it's gonna be a really fun flight, guys. But Microsoft simulation. This is a JetBlue flight, so this is a virtual airlines flight. So we got to do. So this is the virtual airlines flight. So this is gonna be real. As what I mean by real is this is the actual flight they want me to fly. So as in this is a actual flight that I need to do really well. So you guys are gonna go along with me, with it. So let me get everything pulled up here. So we got a new plane. I don't know if you guys saw it in the prescription that I have in this, but new plane, pay-ware. The 320. 232 plane we got. Let's zoom it out. This little guy here. This plane's commonly used, what I was told, is those little shorter flights, like from LA to Vegas, Vegas to Salt Lake City, Phoenix to Vegas. Those little short flights, Las Vegas into San Francisco. Look at this person starting their engines ready to go. Nice. We got people playing today as well. So anyway, I got a chance to take this plane out yesterday for a couple flights. This thing is loud. I will tell you guys right now, this plane is loud. I hope the volume that I have and everything meshes up with this type of plane, because the volumes that I did do, let's go in here so you can hear me. The volumes that I did do is for the for the 320 Neo and the 321. So, but this plane rips. These engines are loud. I'm excited to fly with this with you guys and see what we got. Also, this comes with the tablet as well. If you look over here to the left, look at this tablet. We get to start up everything, take off everything, all from this tablet. The only thing we really hit before takeoff is the APU bleed. Other than that, everything's done from the tablet. Descend, obviously we got to hit everything manually and everything like that. But getting the plane set up, everything is all done through this tablet over here. It's pretty sick. You guys probably seen it with everybody with those supercomputers, the gaming computers and everything. They operate everything from the tablet. But hey, we got one here for the Xbox, so we're slowly making our way on the Xbox. Slowly making our way, right? To get things going. Look at this. Over here to the left, I think we got someone starting up an engine right there. Maybe. All right, so it looks like we got some people on. Let's pan it out and look at the plane one more time. This is JetBlue. You know we fly virtually for JetBlue, but this is the 320-232. Nice small little guy. Look at those round engines compared to the, I don't know if I can show you guys. You see how this engine looks compared to the older brother and sister. So if you pan it around, look at this guy's engine. He's in a Neo. You see how that's just a shorter cone, and this is just seems like this is a big old honeycomb compared to that. Anyway, that's the difference. New pay-ware, gotta love it. All right, let's get this flight on its way. So stop prolonging. Let's do it. So let's jump back into the seat, captain seat here, guys. Look at this though. Look, it looks like it's got coffee stains. Like this plane's been around for a minute. This plane has been in production for a long time, but let's just, yeah, look, I don't know if you guys can see it. Looks like there's other captains have spilled in it. There's a little residue and everything in there. It's pretty authentic. I like it. Okay, so let's go over the flight briefing. Once again, I am your captain for today's flight and your host for today's stream. I am Phoenix Black Knight. Once again, welcome everybody. I appreciate you. Jump into the flight plan. Here we go. So, call sign today for us. Call sign, we are JetBlue 202. JetBlue 202 is our call sign today. We are in Boston. We are going to go to Pittsburgh. The arrival time they gave us is 1:38. We don't need to worry about that. Airtime is an hour and 25 minutes, you guys, is what they gave us from wheels up to wheels down. The block time they gave us is about an hour and 53 minutes, so let's see if we can beat that hour and 25 minutes on our stopwatch. But the total time they gave us is an hour and 53 minutes. This is the A320. This is a Phoenix. Cruising altitude is going to be 36,000 feet. The total distance we're flying is 500 nautical miles. The wind we have right now is 258 knots over 55 kilometers, 55 knots. There we go. Looks like here, just so you know, out of Boston, they want us to take off of runway 22 right, and we're going in wheels down into Pittsburgh, and we'll be on runway 32. That is an ILS runway as well. Passengers on today's flight, we do have 154 passengers on board the plane as well. And that is it, guys. That is our briefing for today. Weather in Boston right now, is, let me get that pulled up for you guys as well. I had that pulled up for you. Let's check out the weather in Boston. Weather in Boston, 54 to, it's 54, clear skies right now in Boston, Massachusetts. Let's see what it is in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, we got 50 degrees in Pittsburgh as well. Clear skies going in to Pittsburgh, so no problems on the descent. It doesn't look like we'll have any problems on the takeoff. All right, so let's go over here and get the new toy going and show you guys how the tablet works. Now that we all are briefed, so let's go ahead and get our co-captain on. Let's turn him off so he doesn't start our communications too early. Okay, let's slide down here. Now, one bug with this, always a bug, right, is behind it. You guys see this right here? You have to have that up to interact with this tablet, because with the cursor, it doesn't know if you're trying to click on the tablet or click on this roller when you're trying to do both. So you come over here, you see how that's blue already? This part's already blue. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this part over here is already blue, which means it's trying to click on this instead of the tablet. And then if you try to click on the tablet, see how it's blinking white and that it's still blinking blue? It gets stuck in between there, so it doesn't know which one to do. So I don't know if they can come out with an update and fix that, but until then, we have to have this shutter up to interact with the tablet. So there we go. Let's interact with the tablet. Let's go ahead and get our plane up and running. There it is. Look at that. So what we're going to do is go in the settings. We are in a cold and dark state right now. We're going to turn on the GPU. So let's hit GPU. Plane is starting up. I don't know if you guys can hear that coming through the sound, but the plane is starting up. Let's turn our ATC on. This plane does not need ground power. We're going to run on external power. And since we hit the GPU on, that's basically hitting the external power. So as you can see, external power is on. APU master is on. This is the only thing we need to hit is the APU bleed. So let's go ahead and hit the APU bleed on. We'll hold off on the start. We don't need to start it yet. So let's go ahead and get everything set up the way we like going forward like we used to. So panels, let's get that up to bright. Let's turn our nav lights on. And let's just turn our beacon lights on now. And then let's come over here to the captain's seat. Front displays. These front displays are here. Let's get those on 100 as always. This flight in Boston time is taking off at 6:30. So this is a 6:30 p.m. Boston flight. So we will lose the sun. And most likely we have a night landing, but we'll have the sun for the majority of the flight, though. Alright, front displays are all up to 100%. Inside console, we turn those brightness up here. Here's our MS box. Let's turn the brightness up on that. Then we'll go ahead and hit our flight plan. Let's get that hit right there. Perfect. Go up. Flight directory. Let's turn that on. Map information. Let's turn that on the plane. Nautical range. We're going to keep that at 10. And then slide over here to our MF. Let's go ahead and take our takeoff speed. We're going to put that at 150 knots. Let's get this up to 250. Get that enter in. Perfect. Good view. Or leave this default at 5,000 feet. We're going to get the clearance through ATC of what we should take off to. But when we do take off, we will climb up to. We will climb 1,500 feet per minute. So let's get 1,500 entered in. It is entered in then. Autopilot displays, we're going to turn those on to 100 as well. Okay, plane is set up the way we like it, you guys. So now we're able to do other services. So let's go ahead and get the services right here on the tablet. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the rear door. Show you guys what it does. See, there's the rear door. Rear door is open. Let's go ahead and hit our ground services. Let's go ahead and say our catering service over there. Catering truck's right over here. Show you guys that. Now let's jump back inside the plane. Let's look back at our tablet. Let's go ahead and put our cones down. We need to put our cones down. We should have done that first. Still new to me. All right, put our cones down. You guys see there's our cones. Had one there. Wasn't there before. There's our cones there. Cones are activated. So what we're going to do now is, now that we've got that going, we're going to go ahead and pump the front door. We're going to get that open. Show you guys what that looks like. And then we'll get the jetway connected. There it is. Let's get the jetway. Let's slide over here real quick. Since the jetway is going to be connected and passengers are going to be on board, we need to put on our no smoking sign, and we got to put on our no seatbelt, put on our fasten seatbelt sign on. All right, got those on. Let's slide back over here to the tablet, and so you guys can see that here. We're going to go ahead and hit cargo to get the baggage crew going. So let's go ahead and hit cargo. That is green and lit up. So let's go ahead and get the baggage services going. I forgot to change the call sign. Everything's too new. It's calling a Spirit. That was I was practicing it on last night. Oh well, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom outside the plane. We got the jetway connected with our door open. We got the cargo bay door open. Perfect. We got baggage services starting. There's our catering services. Catering services looks done. So let's go in here and shut that rear door. Rear door is shut. Let's go ahead and hit our cabin lights on since we are having passengers on the plane. Since we do have the jetway connected, let's go ahead and illuminate passengers so we can see them on the flight. And that is green, so they are on. Let's zoom back outside. Rear door is shut and confirmed. Baggage crew is going. Did that one guy taxi out already? Yeah, he's gone. He was sitting right there. Alright, let's go ahead and finish till... Let's sit here and wait and watch ground crew do baggage control. Baggage crew looks like they're wrapping up, so let's go ahead and jump back inside. Let's shut that cargo door. You got to do it beforehand or it won't. It hesitates when you wait for this thing to back up because it will automatically shut already by itself. And when it does that, it still says it's open here, and it just yeah, you got to open and shut it, get it to read. So if you beat it beforehand like we just did, it says it's shut, and we have nothing to worry about. Okay, cargo lights on. Let's go ahead and shut the passenger side door. Actually, let's keep that going just a little bit longer. Let's turn our co-pilot on and let him get our taxi clearance for IFR. Not our taxi clearance, sorry. We're going to get our takeoff clearance to Pittsburgh. Make sure we can still even fly. We'll get our flight clearance. So let's hit back, get our flight clearance. There he goes. Alright, they cleared us to Pittsburgh. They want us to take off and climb at 10,000 feet. So let's enter in 10,000 feet right here. 10,000 feet, and then like I said, let's activate 1,500 feet per minute. Got that activated, 10,000 feet. Takeoff speed at 250 knots, you guys. Jump back into the captain's seat. Let's go over here to the tablet. Let's shut our main door. Alright, cabin door is now shut. Let's go ahead and get our ground services back on. Let's go ahead and get that jetway disconnected. Jetway is disconnected. Let's go ahead and go into settings. We're going to turn on our APU now. APU starting up. Plane just got quieter. You can hear it turn back on again. If you look up here, just waiting for the APU to come available. Let's scoot over here so you guys can see. See that? Didn't even have to push the button, and it is available. Don't have to push any of the battery on, battery 2, or any of the pumps. The tablet does it automatically for you. It's awesome. Okay, APU's on. switches on, batteries on, we got our lights on, beacon lights comes on, beacon lights on, our nav lights come on, landing lights stay on restricted, and runway light stays off, and our nose light stays off. So let's go ahead and request our pushback.
Boston Ground Spirit 423 requesting pushback.
Let's move up a little bit. Pushback has been accepted. We'll wait for the connection. We'll go ahead and release the parking brake and get pushed back, and then we'll start engine 2. So let's get engine mode. Let's turn that on to start, and then let's get ready for our pushback. The ATC co-captain's got it from here on out. Look at the marks, you guys. Look at the marks they have right here. I don't know if you can see the marks on the windshield right here. That's pretty. And all the scratch marks is. Alright, they're connected. Releasing the parking brake. Parking brake release. Engine 2. Hear these engines. Back is stopped. We're going to go ahead and hit that parking brake. Parking brake is activated. Waiting for numbered engine 2 to become available, and then we'll hit engine 1. I'm ready to be ready for the taxi. Captain just got our clearance to taxi. I'm trying to talk over the ATC. So our co-captain just got from ATC our clearance to taxi. Our engine number 1 and 2 are holding both at 20% what they're supposed to. Let's get our flaps down and make sure those are working. Let's get our speed brakes up and make sure those are working as well. Zoom outside. Speed brakes are up, as you can see, and if you guys can notice, the flaps are going down and are working. Let's jump back inside the plane and let's go ahead and turn our flaps all the way back up. Speed brakes go all the way back up, and we arm them for takeoff, which they're armed now. Let's go ahead, engine mode. Let's go ahead and put that back on the normal. Let's put our auto brake, that's on high for taxiing. Let's go ahead and turn it. And then, I believe, before I get ahead of myself, let's do ready for taxi. And that moved down our flaps. Flaps went down for takeoff already. And if you look here, strobe light went to auto. Nice light. Taxi lights came on. See that? You guys see it. The lights came on now. Perfect. Ready for taxi. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn our APU bleed off and our APU master off. And then let's go. We're gonna turn to the right. Okay, let's give the engine some power. Releasing the parking brake. Momentum. Turning plane. Look at that guy in front of us. I wonder what he's up to. There's always one every time we go live, isn't there? There's always one Twitch that it's just one random plane somewhere. Every time we go live. Always one random plane. Let's take it to the outside so you guys can see what this plane looks like in motion. It's a nice plane, look at that. Small. It is a small little guy. But the tablet is pretty sick. There's a new toy, right? Get that shade out of the way for a little bit. I just don't like how you can't interact with both of them. Like, freaks out. Look at that. Yeah, you have to have the shade up. Nice looking pond right there. Alright, let's get around this little turn. I'll take it out to the outside one more time to take a look at this plane. It's a nice plane. Like I said, hopefully the audio from the 320 Neo and the 321 matches this plane. Like I said, when I was flying it yesterday, getting the feel for it and everything, these engines are loud, and that could have just been that wasn't my streaming audio. So we'll see how this turns out. But let's take it outside one more time to get a look at the plane. I like it, and I like the tablet. Alright, let's make our announcements to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are first in line for takeoff, and we will be doing a rolling takeoff. Flight crew, prepare for takeoff. So we're going to do a rolling takeoff, you guys. We will not come to a complete stop on this one. We're going to do a rolling. Engines to idle as of right now. We're going to stop short, and let's get our clearance for takeoff. There's our stop short. Let's go ahead and activate our parking brake. Co-captain's getting our clearance. Altimeter 2974. We just got cleared for takeoff. So let's come over here to the tablet. Now we gotta hit this thing back up again every time. It's annoying. Okay, ready for takeoff. Let's hit that. Okay, plane is ready for takeoff. Let's get rid of that. Flaps are already down. So what we're gonna do now is, since we're ready to take off, we're gonna give the engine some speed. We'll give it some energy. We're gonna release that parking brake. Parking brake is released. We have momentum. Let's get our stopwatch ready. Let's get lined up. Stopwatch is engaged. It is working. Plane's ready for takeoff. I'm ready for takeoff. You guys ready for takeoff? Enjoy the takeoff. Talk to you when we get settled. Look to the right, there's a lever. Flex low. Let's go. Oh, listen to that sound. All those engines. Knots. V1 rotating. Positive climb gears up. Nice takeoff. Flaps up. Bringing the nose down. Hit that. 250 activated. Autopilot activated. Hitting the climb. Let's go down into the lever. Let's hit it in the climb mode. Climb mode activated. Let's get our speed brakes. Let's get those deactivated. Train comes on. Runway lights come off. Oh, look at that. The tablet already did the running lights for us. Look at that. Nice. ATC just said wants us to do 210 knots. And right now we got to take off at 250. So we got to drop down to 210. And that means we got to take our flaps down to 1. Alright, dropping down to 210. Information mode ARC. Alright, flaps. Go outside. Those engines, I don't know if you guys know the distance at all. Oh, this is nice engine. Wait till we get above 10,000 feet and we open them up to 300 knots. Oh, they sound just like a buzzsaw. Alright, let's take it inside. We got to keep it at 210 knots until we get around this bend. And then we can open up to 250 at that time if we're still below 10,000 feet. Coming up from 5,000 feet, let's go ahead and release the crew so they can start the services. We'll just flash the seatbelt sign one time. Flight crew is good to start their services, but passengers are still in their seat. I had no complaints with that takeoff, you guys. That was a great takeoff. No turbulence whatsoever. We held. We flew that thing until we activated autopilot. It was autopilot activated, no jerk, like we wanted. We got it right on path. It'll take it over. We gotta do more of those takeoffs. And that one just comes with repetition and time. So. Weather said we were supposed to have clearer weather on takeoff. Obviously, we do have a cloud rolling in here. This plane does have a lot of turbulence. So the realistic turbulence going through clouds, this plane will shake. I wonder if it'll do it for you guys. As soon as we open it up, I bet you it will. Coming up on 9,500 feet. Let's get the plane ready for flying above 10,000 feet, which means let's go ahead and get our landing lights. Those got to come off. Wing lights are already off. Strobe light comes off. And nose lights come off. The only lights we have on are our navigational lights and our beacon lights. And then there is 10,000 feet, which we are allowed to go over 210 now. So let's get this up to 320. Listen to the engines, you guys. Oh, you guys hear that? And since we're above 10,000 feet, we're going to go ahead and go free climb as well. So let's go ahead and hit autopilot to match the climb with the rate of speed we're going. Let's get through these clouds. You guys can hear those engines or not, but man, it is a buzzsaw. Altimeter 29.76 according to ATC, so let's get that entered in. 29.76. We're at 300 knots, climbing up to 320, and we're at 11,000 feet as well, climbing as well with that, going up to 16,000 feet. We were supposed to have clear skies. Something's rolling in Boston. We'll keep an eye on that with the turbulence. 12,500 feet. Let's get our nautical range. Let's get that up to 20 miles. Alright, we're climbing good. We can leave the plane alone. Don't need to take over. Nothing's failing. Everything's okay. So let's go over and play with the tablet. Let's go over here and put it on the plane mode so you guys can see what that's like. So this is going to tell us so right here, look at this. So speed, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. So ground speed right now, 356 miles per hour is what our ground speed is right now. Altitude, we're at 14,800 feet and climbing. Engines, we're using about 81% of the engines, 82 and 81. So that's pretty cool. We have that. We got get flight details right here. We got Boston going into Pittsburgh. 2300 is the local time. You click on the weather. Ambient says right now we're minus 15.4 Celsius. 20. Oh, ATC's talking to me. We gotta go to 24,000 feet. Let's get to 24,000. Alright. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool that they have this update and will allow us to play with it on the Xbox, not just the computer geeks. So that's cool. It's really cool, right? So let's put it back on. Let's see. We don't need that one. Cabin lights. Let's turn cabin lights off now since we are in the air and there's still sun. Cabin lights off. Wind is at 56 knots right now. Alright. Let's keep it right there. Alright, let's position our camera so we can see what we're doing. Right there. Alright. Okay, so enjoy the flight for a little bit. I'll talk to you when we get to the cruise. We're above 18,000 feet, coming up 9,000. We need to get our altimeter on barrel, which is standard. So let's go ahead and hit that on standard as well. Loud engines. I don't know if that's coming through to you guys. What was it? Oh, those are, for a smaller plane, why does that have such louder engines? Obviously, the Neo, they made it quieter, and it's still so impressed. The cruising altitude will walk the plane, so you guys can see what the plane looks like. They did give us that feature, so we can walk through the door and stuff. So when we get up to our cruising altitude, we'll walk the plane, we'll go through our cruising altitude briefing, and then we'll enjoy the flight. ATC wants us up at our cruising altitude, which is 36,000 feet. So let's go ahead and hit 36,000 feet. Got that entered. That turbulence. Can you see the plane shake now? Watch the dash. You'll see the plane dip. Alright, Twitch, you guys are my co-captains. Going over the weather again, looking at the weather plan. It says it's supposed to be 47 degrees and clear going into Pittsburgh, which we mentioned earlier. So these clouds on the video game, I have no idea where they're coming from. But we'll have to realize that our real world weather is not, as of now, it doesn't look like it's coming through on the auto weather. So we'll keep a look on that and plan for maybe a bumpy landing instead of the easy landing that we participated on our mission brief. I'll keep an eye on the weather, keep you guys in tune with it, and we'll see what we get when we start descending, see where we're at. I'm trying to find where the de-icing on. The de-icing is in the same spot as the other Airbuses, so that makes sense since it's in the Airbus. But they recommend 40 degrees going through clouds at 40. You are supposed to have your anti-ice on your engines because there's moisture in the air. So with the weather being 47 and that could drop, could not, and there's being clouds on this, we have to plan for everything. So we may have to use anti-ice going down on the descent. Possibly. We'll see how it plays out. Like I said, I'll let you guys know. Just got up to 31,000 feet. Cruising altitude is 36,000 feet. Race versus the sun. You guys think we can get our descend, hit our descend point before that sun disappears and goes down, and we can get a little bit of a sunset with our landing? I don't think we'll beat it all the way down. I think it will set before we touch down, but we'll see what happens. But this is a nice plane, man. I'm liking this plane. ATC just confirmed to continue to our next waypoint, which is Charlie and Romeo. So we'll continue there for 12 nautical miles. Turned our terrain off. We'll turn it back on when we get down to 20,000 feet. 34,000 feet, you guys. I haven't seen any sign yet to not have the seatbelt sign stay on. We're going to turn it off a little early because we have been climbing for, let's see. We've been climbing for 21 minutes, and we haven't had any big turbulence. So let's go ahead and get the fasten seatbelt sign up. Passengers are free to go ahead and move out the cabin. And then we'll go ahead and make our announcement to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I have turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You are free to move about the cabin. We do ask you, though, if you are not moving about the cabin, that you stay remaining in your seat with your seatbelt fastened, just in case we hit unexpected turbulence. We have reached our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. Let's go ahead and go over our cruising flight briefing, mid-flight briefing. If you're just joining the stream, if you're just joining the channel, if you're just joining the flight, I appreciate it. I am your host for today's stream and your captain for today's flight, Venus Black Knight. Appreciate you guys stepping by. We're at a cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. What we do at this time is we like to go over our flight plan again and briefing and do any changes or anything like that. Brief anything that's changed. We do have some changes, obviously. So let's go right into the flight briefing. Flight briefing, we just took off from Boston. Boston was 54 degrees and it actually updated to cloudy. So we took off in Boston, cloudy as you see below us. We do have some clouds. We are headed into Pittsburgh right now. Pittsburgh is 49 degrees and supposed to be clear. So we're not supposed to have any clouds going into Pittsburgh, so we'll see how this live weather plays out on the Xbox S on that. But we are supposed to be 49 degrees. Our call sign today is JetBlue 202. We are about an hour and 25 minutes on this flight. Is what they gave us. The block time they gave us is an hour and 53 minutes. Cruising altitude 36,000 feet, which I just mentioned earlier. We do have the fasten seatbelt sign off right now. Passengers are free to move out the cabin. We do have 154 passengers on board today's flight. In Boston, we took off at 22 right, and when we come wheels down, we're going to be on runway 32 in the Pittsburgh. And that is it for the briefing. So far, I'll keep an update on the weather, see what's going on with that, if this clears up or not. And then just show you guys, this is new pay-ware. We got a little tablet, dab through it real quick. We got right here where you can start the plane up, get ready for taxi, get ready to take off. We had all these options. We set this up at the beginning of the flight. It was really nice. We're going to use it at the end when we touch down. We're going to turn our lights off. We're going to go ahead and hit our cold to dark, shut the plane down properly, and everything. So that's really cool. They gave us this tablet. Let's go walk the plane and check out our passengers. I wonder if they're the exact same passengers that we had last time or if they're new ones. Let's see. Nice jacket. That beard. Oh, these are new people. That. Look at him. Wow. Nice beard, homie. It's not even a full flight. Oh, the further we get back, more full. Okay. Here's our passengers on today's flight. This is all you guys streamers, all you guys watching. Here you go. Each one of you are on board. Let's see what allows us to go. There's our engines. That's pretty cool. Been on many planes that have engines look just like this. Didn't think anything about it until now. Now, it's amazing what a little knowledge knows about. This is a 320-232. Nice plane. All right, let's go all the way to the back, and let's turn around looking from the front view. That's where we're cruising. Airbus. Like, group. Does it allow us to go in the bathroom? Oh, it does. Look at that. Huh. That is crazy. It allowed us to go in the bathroom. Yeah, flight crew. And then pan it around this way. Look at from the back. Here is the plane that we are flying. That's really cool. Let you go in the bathroom. All right, let's take it up front. I forgot to look and see how long it took us to get to our cruising altitude on our time. So we've been at our cruising altitude for a minute. We took our fasten the seatbelt sign up. We did our brief. So let's take what, 5 minutes off. So we get our cruising altitude. It took us what? It took us what? Yeah, we'll say what, 26 minutes. Is that safe to say? It took us what, 26 minutes to reach our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet. But yeah, let's say 26. Just to give you guys a weather update in the Pittsburgh, we are still holding at 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Weather update did update and say we are partly cloudy but expect clear skies. So would you consider this partly cloudy going into Pittsburgh? Supposedly clearing into clear skies. We'll keep an eye on that, as I mentioned, because we have real turbulence on with this. So that's why we're paying so close attention to it, because our real turbulence will definitely shake us on our descent or even on our approach. So as of right now, 49, partly cloudy, expect clear is the weather update as of now. Center's contacting us. Please hold. Alright, they want us to continue as planned. New York Center was just telling us to continue as planned. How are we doing on that bet, you guys? You think we're gonna start our descend before we lose the sun? Actually, let's go inside so you can hear me. Is this better? Do you think we're gonna start our descend before we lose that sun? Let's pan over. Or do you think we lose that sun before we start our descend? It's actually getting closer than I thought it was. I shouldn't have talked so much at the beginning. We could have got taken off a little faster. We won't. It's a new plane. I had to show you guys all the new features, right? We'll be in this. We will be in this plane tomorrow. JetBlue. We'll be in this one, as we are JetBlue Virtual Airlines. But no 320, no 321. Let's stay in this one tomorrow, and we will be on the East Coast tomorrow as well. Another East Coast flight tomorrow. I bid in for an international one. It'll be from Miami, hopefully down south, in the St. John's or something like that. Not that long of a flight, so hopefully we get that international one. Go ahead and be Captain Obvious here. I don't see any breakage in this cloudy area that we're flying over right now. Unless they're thinking of this is clearing scope. It could be, but Okay, ATC wants us to descend to 24,000 feet, so let's go ahead and hit 24 on. Fasten the seatbelt sign, that comes back on. Let's go ahead and make our announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, Phoenix Black Knight. We have started our descent down into Pittsburgh, and we put the fasten seatbelt sign back on. If you can make your way back to your seat, that would be appreciated. Thank you. When we hit 24,000 feet, we're going to go ahead and get off our Mach speed. We'll get it on. We're going to get on knots again. After that, we'll get it on about 250 knots on our descent. Sun. We didn't lose it. It's still up. I still see a gap. I still see a gap right there. We may make it. We may make it. Well, we did make it. We set on our descent point, right? So we won. There you go. Let's see if we can touch ground or how close we get to touchdown until we lose the sun. Flight crew, prepare for the descent. Ground speed 419 miles per hour. Coming up on 24,000 feet. Let's dial our speed back. $250 knots. 16,000 feet. Twenty thousand feet, you guys. Let's get our terrain on. Turn to the left. So live weather did work. We got partly cloudy right here, but expect clear skies. If we do continue going to the left, that's clear skies. Should not have questioned. 19,000, descending to 16,000 feet. Fasten seatbelt sign is on. As soon as we get below 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and turn on the cabin lights. Actually, no, we'll leave them off. We'll be okay. We still got sun. $18,000. Let's get our altimeter. Let's get it off of barrel standard. Let's get it on 29.76 where we had it last until ATC tells us otherwise. So those are disarmed. They want us down at 6,000 feet. Let's get on the 16,000. From 16,000 to 6,000. When we get closer to 6,000, we'll go ahead and pull our speed back, the 240 knots or even less than that, because we may be on our approach at that time. And our approach is 180 knots. We kind of have perfect timing with the descent and the landing, won't we? I think we're going to touch down right when we lose the sun. That's perfect timing. We got a contacting Pittsburgh approach. So that means we got to slow our speed down. Turn our altimeter to 29.92. Let's go ahead and make our call. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, Phoenix Black Knight. We got clear to approach. We're going to have you on the ground here shortly. Flight crew, prepare for approach. Alright, made the calls. Coming up right now, 11,300 feet, you guys. Still descending down to 6,000 feet. We're at 10,900 feet. Let's get the plane ready for flying underneath 10,000 feet, which means landing lights. Take them on. Strobe light, that comes on. Wing lights come on now. Nose light comes on the takeoff mode. Light it up. Go ahead and see the lights. We're all lit up. Under 10,000 feet, nautical range, turn that into 10. Like, get off of 20, put it on 10. close to 6,000 feet. Turn our speed down. We gotta go 210. That is our approach speed. We will go flaps 1. 210. Flaps 1. Localizer on. We'll keep this at 210 knots, you guys, until we come around that bend that you see here on our radar. When we come out and we start straightening out, we'll drop it down to 280. I mean 280. We'll drop it down to 180. What I meant to say. I don't see anybody else on final. I don't even see anybody else flying. You guys see any beacon lights or anything? That's our airport right there. So we're coming in. We're gonna have a big U-turn. One more time on the outside. They want us to descend to 4,000 feet. There's almost 4,000. Let's pull our speed back. We're going to go 180. Flaps 2. Flaps 3. Get ready to activate our lock. Locked activated. $16 miles outside from the runway, you guys. Holding at 4,000 feet. Our knots is at 180. I'm about ready to drop it here when we get about 14 to 13 miles away. I'm going to drop our speed down to 160 and go flaps full and get ready for our glide slope. Weather cleared up, clear skies. I will not doubt the live weather again. Here on today, you won't doubt it. Until proven otherwise, no more doubting. Alright, let's drop our speed back. I'm gonna go 160. Flaps full. Let's hit our approach. We got clear to approach. Go, Captain. Prepare for approach. Check. We got cleared to land. Runway lights come on. Speed brakes, get armed. They're armed. Gears down. Arm our speed brakes. We're gonna go medium brake. Autopilot does the descend. Let's make the call.
1,000.
Flight crew, prepare for takeoff. Flight crew, prepare for landing. Take off. That's terrible. Alright, I'm gonna take over the plane.
500.
My plane, you guys.
400.
Plane's ready for landing. I'm ready for landing. See you guys.
400.
Talk to them on the ground.
400. 300. 300. 200. 200. 100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Nose down. Nose down. There we go. Reverse is going. APU bleed comes on. APU master comes on. APU start comes on. .40 knots. Manually stopping plane. Picking up auto brakes. Next taxiway. They say take next taxiway. Which way is it? You want to go right or left? We'll just keep going straight until they tell us which way to go. Oh, there we go. We gotta go left. Oh, it turns us on another runway. It's awesome. Oh, you want? Okay. Let's talk to the. We gotta talk to the tower now. Apparently, while we're on this runway. Let's get our taxi to our gate. That's all they got is a taxi to parking. Let's get off this runway, and then we'll figure out if there's an actual gate. Because it's taking the aviation park, which means we're probably going to have to do a ramp. Alright, let's turn here. Engines idle. Manually stopping the plane. Let's hit this parking brake. Let's go up to ATC. Let's see what we can talk to him about. Ground services. Go back. Oh no, it's gonna keep us right there. Never mind. Okay. Alright, let's go. Release the parking brake. Put on max auto brake for the taxi. Get our plane back on. Oh, gotta turn that up. Cabin lights come on. Straighten out. Guess I could have just did the AP there, huh? All I gotta do is hit the AP to bleed. Ah, next time. Get used to the tablet. Ready for taxi. I wonder if I hit that, that puts us in taxi mode. It would, but... No, we're showing everybody we landed. We're gonna keep everything up until we get to the gate. Or to the aviation parking, apparently. Well, let's take off flight director. Let's turn that off. ILS, we don't need that on anymore. We can turn terrain off. We're gonna fit around that building. That's interesting. Dome light comes on now. Getting to the gate. Look at that. That's a handprint right there. That's awesome. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. I didn't think there was going to be. Alright, I'm going to zoom in so we can do this parking. Nope, they wanted this one over here. This one's a new one. We'll put it like right there. Sure. Engine's idle. Parking, braking gears. Seatbelt sign off. Flaps, let's clean them up. Kill engine 1. Taxi light comes off. Runway lights restricted. Runway lights off. Strobe light off. Wing lights off. Beacon light, nav lights, only thing that stays on. Come back down here. Kill engine 2. External power comes on. Battery 1, battery 2 comes off. Actually, we do that from over here. Okay, so what we gotta do is we come over here. Let's go to the services. Let's open the front door. Let's open the rear door. Cones are set. Stairs connect and stairs connect. Keep panning around this way. Should see stairs. There we go. Passengers can get off. Engines are shut down. APU is running. Let's see how we shut this plane down, you guys. Before we do that, though, we shut down the engines. We don't know what our total... hour and 39 minutes. Flight time today. Hour and 39 minutes, you guys. Perfect. Wasn't a bad land. Great landing, I think. I don't know, great, but I thought it was all right. Good takeoff as well. Everything was good. So that was a great flight, you guys. I have really nothing to say. Everything went great. I really do like this plane. We'll definitely be in it again. We'll be in it tomorrow. We'll definitely do another East Coast flight tomorrow as well. But that was an awesome flight, you guys. So anyway, that's it for me. Phoenix Black Knight. That's it for me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, as I just mentioned, on another East Coast flight. I'll see you guys until then. Enjoy the rest of the game as the game's powering down and shutting off and the stream shuts off. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm logging off. Logging.